It's 2022, February, sun is shining, and I'm going to take a ride around a small Turkish town. Follow me. So, good morning everyone. I just thought I'd do something a little bit different today. I'm going to drive down this coastal road around the peninsula of the town of Fethiye. And in between that, what I will do is I will drive through the town, and you can see what the town's like in the morning. I'm not imagining it going to be very busy. I think it'll be quite quiet. Anyway, let's have a little drive down the coastal road here. This is Fethiye Promenade. It goes for about 2.5 kilometres from one resort, Fethiye, to Calis. It's beautiful, absolutely stunning, with the bay on the right hand side there, as you can see. We have a bicycle lane there, just as you can see in blue, and then we have a park in the middle. In the middle we have the parks. Of course, we also have restaurants that are facing the bay. We're actually driving down the back of them on the main road, but they're absolutely stunning. They're 5-star, and if you're on the promenade, which is just like a stone's throw there, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I have other videos on that, so if you want to go to the description and have a look at some of my other videos. Anyway, these are the 5-star restaurants on my right side, and a few parks. And let's drive down to the town, and I'll show you what Fethiye Town is like on a quiet morning. The camera will be a little bit shaky today, people. Trial and error from me, so I do apologise. Please bear with me, okay? Thank you very much for understanding. The stats differ quite a lot on the population of this little town. But what I can say is it's growing very fast. It was a village just 15 years ago, and as you can see now it's a vibrant cosmopolitan town which is open 12 months of the year. You can come here now in February, the 3rd week of February, and the sun is shining, there's people walking around, there's even tourists here. So anyway, we're now in the town. This area we're coming to here on the right hand side is very popular. It's got a lot of cheap kebab shops, but it's a beautiful pedestrianised area just behind this kebab shop on your right hand side. Down there, and the streets just branch off left, right and direct to the promenade. It's a beautiful walking area, it really is a beautiful walking area. There's about 6 entrances to that area, and we will actually drive round some of it, and as you can see there's quite a lot of just kebab shops there on the right hand side. Very popular with the kids at lunchtime. Directly through the lights there is, if you're coming from Hisaronu, Olu Deniz or Ovacik, the bus stops directly ahead of me there. You would get off the bus there and you would come down and just follow where I'm turning right at the mosque, and this is direct to town. Within 2 minutes walk you're in town, you're in the centre. This is another entrance to the pedestrianised area I mentioned earlier. If you walk down there you head directly to the promenade, and you can go to the centre that way. Otherwise, if you just bypass that, just keep walking, and within 2 seconds you're at what I call the high street. By taking a left at the lights here, directly up here is the very famous Fethiye fish market. It's got an open fish market. It's absolutely a beautiful place to be. So you take a left and go up there. But first, prior to that, on the right hand side we have just here is a Umbrella Street. Very, very popular in the height of the summer. It's quiet at the moment, but it's a very early Sunday morning. There's not a lot of people around, but this is a beautiful area just to chill out, walk around, and please don't bypass the fish market. It's just up here on my left hand side, and I'll show you in 1 second. This is the entrance. There's 6 entrances. Just walk through and it's all open with restaurants surrounding the actual fish market itself. There's another entrance to the fish market on your left hand side there. You could pass them very, very easily, so be very careful, but you don't want to pass them. Just go through alcoves and they will open up to something very, very special. The building at the very bottom there, the yellow building, is the Promenade, which is the Fethiye post office, this one here. There's taxi rank right next door. It's a great meeting point actually. If you're going to meet someone, just say meet you at the post office, you know, or the Promenade is. This is the high street with many shops. This is also another entrance to Umbrella Street. It's really, really nice in there and worth a visit. Lots of perfume shops here, ladies shops, and there's a change office which is right on the corner there as well. Opposite the change office we have the Ris Hotel, the Ris Royal, and it has a cocktail roof terrace bar. Wow, it's fantastic, so worth a visit. I did a recent video on dental work in Turkey, so if you haven't seen it, please check the link in the description below. This is Holident. They're one of the top dental surgeries in the town. You can book a holiday and get your teeth done at the same time, so it's Holident, so now you know where it is. This is the Promenade of Fette, which goes round to an area we call Calis. Calis is pretty upmarket. It's where all the big super yachts are. We have a 5-star marina there, and it's beautiful. We even have a boatyard. You can drive through the boatyard. Actually, I will drive through the boatyard and I will show you that in this video. So stay with me, please. But this is a beautiful area, isn't it? Look, this promenade goes for about 3 kilometers. It's really beautiful. So this is Calis. There's a lovely little bars there, big hotels on the left hand side, lots of shops selling motorbikes. The marina, the Hillside marina, is on the right hand side. As I say, it's a 5-star marina, that's it there. And there's 3 or 4 hotels adjacent to that also, and again they're all 5-star. But absolutely beautiful. So let's go around the peninsula and head towards the boatyard. Not only do we have the 5-star hotels, we also have many hotel pensions on the street as well. So you can stay in one of the upmarket locations in Fethiye, and on the left hand side here are what we call pensions, and they're very inexpensive. So absolutely brilliant. A lot of backpackers come and stay in these pensions, and look at the views you've got. And this goes all the way around the town. It's absolutely stunning, it really is. And there's lots of walking parks, and you can go right down to the boats. And if you're lucky enough, the Turks are very hospitable. They'll allow you on the boats and maybe make you a chai, give you a tea, Beautiful location, really is a beautiful location. Beautiful hotel on the left there, and just a stone's throw to the boatyard really. So we're heading towards the boatyard now. There's no fences, you can just walk around all these. Very precarious, I know, but absolutely beautiful place to walk around and spend an hour or so. It's very interesting, very interesting. Looks like there's no health and safety whatsoever, but trust me, there's not too many accidents in this location, but it's a beautiful place. Anyway, we're going to go around the peninsula here. Just another minute or so we'll go round, but the peninsula goes round and round, and further on there's beautiful beaches, absolutely stunning hotels. There's a Hillside Hotel. We have Lacanta, which is like an island on its own, but it's joined to the peninsula, of course, and they've all got these views. Some of them have got the private beaches. The Hillside Hotel has a private beach, the Lacanta has a private beach. This hotel straight ahead of me here has its own little marina, and it's got little small boats in there. It's really beautiful. I'm going to turn when we get to signs here, but just where we are at the signs, you take a right or a left and you head into some fantastic beaches, and the dormitories come here as well. So the dormitories will take you from the city centre directly onto the beaches. I'm losing my voice. So there you go. So let's head back into town, and there's another location I'd like to show you as we go back. So hope you're enjoying this, people. Slightly different view on what I normally do, walking and talking. Hope you're enjoying this. This cafe on my right hand side must be the cheapest cafe in town. Well, this part of town anyway. It's always busy, there's always Turkish people in there, and it's just right opposite the promenade there. So give it a try sometimes, guys, give it a try. To the right here, what we have is people bypass this. There's some little cafes in here, just a little side street, and directly ahead of there is the best view you get off the amphitheatre, unless you're above it, of course. Fethiye has his own amphitheatre that goes back thousands of years. The bar directly in front of me here is called the Corner Bar. Has a roof terrace just there up the top, and it's got great views over the sea as well. Don't bypass it if you come on holiday. We have a Chinese there as well. There's actually 3 or 4 in the area, and they're all pretty good, by the way. This is the area on the right hand side called Passepartout that I mentioned earlier. In there's many cafes, bars, restaurants, nightclubs, and it's a great area. I mean, there's 3 or 4 areas you could spend the whole day in Fethiye and not venture into the next one. But the town is very small. I've covered this very quickly, and I'm on a bike, of course, and you could walk around here in a few hours and cover most of the places. I failed to mention in the Passepartout area, on the right hand side, there's one of the oldest hammams in town is in the Passepartout area. It's very authentic. So if you come to Turkey, you're going to have a Turkish bath, a hammam we call it, head towards Passepartout, and there's only one there, and it's fantastic, really is fantastic, and it's very authentic. It's not like the hotels, it's different. Just try, you'll see what I mean. these back streets are fantastic. I love walking up them actually. I usually park my bike and just walk around. It's very therapeutic. Directly ahead of us there up on the hill is the Old Town, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up this street on the left. It's all one-way system, by the way, and we're going to go head into the Old Town, and it's quite interesting. And something for the locals, on this street we used to have a card shop on the right hand side here. It's closed now. Well, the location to its new premises is just 200 metres up to the right, up this lane, and it's just up here on the left hand side. There it is there, so now you know where the card shop is, people. There you go. But we're going to head up into the Old Town here. You see the houses are all very old. Beautiful. This stone building here used to hold water in bygone days. I love things like that. I love the history. Look at old Turkish people just sitting enjoying themselves. Life gone by. We look at this. We just turned the corner and we have these tombs just sitting there, and you can walk past, you can go in them, and again it's from the Lycean days many moons ago. Here we have one in the middle of the street. Of course it wasn't in the middle of the street in their days. They used to have water, and the history behind that is for another video. Anyway, very interesting area. And if you just come back down from there, there's a restaurant in the corner, really nice, and a little lane that comes up here, and if you look directly ahead you can catch the rock tombs. I decided not to go right up to the rock tombs today. It's a very authentic area here, and if you see there up there, beautiful. This is Fethiye rock tombs. So back down the lane, very picturesque, and we're going to head back into town, and we're going to head into an area where there's a big shopping mall called Erasta, and this area is very popular with the kids. It's packed out at the weekends. Of course it's Sunday morning, so it's very quiet and there's nobody around, so it's just directly again, if you're coming from Hisaronu, Olu Deniz or Ovacik area, if you come on holiday to Turkey, you would get off the bus directly in front of the shopping mall. So it's just up here a little bit. Sure you'll enjoy it. So that's the shopping mall on the right hand side there. It's very, very large. It has a cinema, it has a food court, everything you can possibly want up there. Of course it's a shopping mall. There's a 10-pin bowling alley. There's a lot to be done there, but outside is great because all the families are just sitting outside. There's a Starbucks there and they're just drinking tea. Turkey's a tea coffee culture, you know, cafe culture if you want to call it. But it's a beautiful 2-floor shopping mall, and you can see all the shops there, Collins, Cotton, etc, etc, etc. So it's worth a visit. If you're coming from Hisaronu, the bus just comes, or Olu Deniz, the bus drops you off right at the front door, so give it a try. This area here is Tashika. I'm not going to cover that area, maybe in another video, but just as the start of Tashika, which is got lots of restaurants all the way up. And again, if you're a local, this place will be packed in a couple of hours, but the tourists tend to just bypass that because they're on the bus and they're trying to get into town. So if you're one of these adventurous people like me, get out and about and get into some of these lovely cafes. They're great, they really are great. So I'm coming back now down to the shopping mall, nearly finished my journey. I hope you've enjoyed it, people. Again, the Erasta shopping mall on the right hand side, on the left hand side, sorry. On the right hand side we have change office there, we have telephone shops, we have kebab shops, we have vegetable shops, telephone shops, I don't know if I said that, cuddly toy, there you go, vegetable shop. So this area we're coming to now is what we call the Lacanta area, and it's quite famous. Basically Lacantas are there's Gar 1, 2, 3 and 4, and they're just big restaurants where you go and have ready food. So there's soup ready, there's chicken ready, there's kebabs ready, all that is just here next to the shopping mall. So come at the shopping mall, take a left, and this is all here. There's another shopping mall there as well. So people, this is me at the end of my journey. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed my ride around Fethiye today. Sun is shining, it's the 3rd week of February, and what better to do than get on the bike and drive around town. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please like this video, please subscribe, little red button on the right hand side, and please hit the notification bell, yeah? I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching. See you all again in Turkey, eh? Next video, watch out for it. Bye for now.